Okay, let's deal with the introduction to calculus. Now dealing with the rules. So how do we derive? Let's given a function f of x, it is equals to ax exponent of n. So we want to deal with f prime. This f prime here, it's a gradient or it's a derivative. It's a derivative. So to deal with this, how do we derive? We multiply the exponent with the coefficient, exponent times coefficient, then we set exponent minus 1. That's how we derive. Now, deriving by the rule, there are a few things that I consider as them as the don'ts, the things that you must not do or you must not derive if we say that our x is under the root of the radical. When x is in brackets, I'll show you a few examples. And when x is denominator, if we are deriving irrespective of the, if you are deriving this respect to x, so if I see this, I must first try to simplify. If x is under the root, I must simplify. If x is at the bracket, I must simplify. If x is denominator, I must first reverse it back to a linear expression. So let's look at 1.1, this question here, where they say determine dy dx if y is equals to a root of x. Now I can see that x is under the root and this is the don't. So let me reverse this. I know that this is 2 here. So this number which is behind becomes the numerator. So I'm going to have x. The exponent of x here is 1. I have x 1 over 2. Or this over 2 minus. I can see that here x it's a denominator, so it's 1 over 6 multiplied by, this is having a positive exponent. That's the law of exponent that says a exponent of negative n, it is the same as this. So I'm reversing back this law of exponent back here. So I'm going to have x into minus 3. Now I can derive what is the exponent. Exponent is 1 over 2, it must multiply here. So I'm going to have 1 over 2 multiplying 2. Then I have x 1 over 2, I subtract 1. Then I have minus 1 over 6 multiplied by minus 3. I have x minus 3, I subtract 1. So this will give me 1, which is x minus 1 over 2. This will give me plus, then 1 over 2 x exponent of negative 4. That is my dy dx. And I've showed you how to deal with the don'ts, these two. So just reverse back the exponent. Now let's look at the bracket. How do I deal with the bracket? When I say the bracket, this here is not a bracket. That's how we write dx. So the brackets are these two. So we simplify the two brackets. So I'm going to say dx. I have it here. I'm going to multiply x times x, which is x squared. X times 3, which is plus 3x. Negative 2 times x, which is minus 2x, minus 3 times plus 6, 3 minus 2 plus 3, which is minus 6. So I have dx, then that is x squared plus x plus 6. Now here I can see that I have x squared plus x. This is 6. What you have to know is that a constant, when you drive a constant, it becomes a 0. I will show you how. So then let's drive this one. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. I have x, exponent minus 1 is 1, plus 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, x, not have 1 minus 1, which is 0. Then this one becomes 1. This one is 6, exponent of x, exponent of 0, which I multiply 0 here. This is 0, x 0 minus 1, which is 0. So a constant becomes 0. So that's my expression. So that's what you mean by you don't have to deal with the x as a denominator. In this case, somewhere, somehow, if I see that the denominator that I have for x is 2 terms, I have to factorize.